All right, we are finishing the notes from yesterday. 3.4.
Okay.
3.4, we left off on the word problem. And we just have this one and a couple other problems to do in the notes.
I told you.
Yep. Okay. Kamiko currently subscribes to Ace Music, an online music service, but she is considering switching to another online service, Orange Tunes. The plan for each online music service is shown. A, they want us to write an equation that represents the total monthly cost we pay for each plan. And then we'll have a follow-up question here that if she downloads 15 songs per month, should she keep her current plan or change to Orange Tunes, and explain. All right, so let's try to come up with an equation for these. And you can see off to the right there, we have a little ad kind of from both Ace Music and Orange Tunes. Ace Music says that there's a subscription fee of $5 every month. All right, our equation wants to represent the total monthly cost, so we'll use capital C to represent the monthly cost. And then I have to pay an additional 79 cents for every song that's downloaded. So let's let S be the number of songs we download. Because that's going to depend, obviously, how many songs we download, what our total monthly cost is. Okay, so for Ace Music, our total monthly cost, well, how much do I have to pay as a fee every month no matter what? You shout out. $5, right? So we have to pay $5 no matter what. Then I have this rate of 79 cents for every song I download. So 79 cents times the number of songs I download, that's S. So add those together, that'd be my total cost if I stuck with the Ace music plan. Orange Tunes is a little different. It says you only have to pay $10 each month, but you get 40 downloads. Okay, so you can download up to 40 songs with just paying $10. Now, looking at our follow-up question, she's only going to download 15 songs per month. So her total cost for the month is just going to be $10. There's no fee per number of song. Let's use, C is total cost. Okay, so there's kind of our equation to represent for each plan. So let's figure out then, I cut out part B. Part B said graph these equations. We don't really need to graph them. Part C says, okay, so she downloads 15 songs per month. Should she keep this Ace or should she switch to Orange? So let's figure out what her total monthly cost would be with the Ace if she were to download 15 songs. So obviously you'd have to pay your $5 subscription fee no matter what, and then 79 cents for those 15 songs. I got, and with cost, we always want to go out to two decimal places, I got $16.85. That was for Ace Music. Okay, makes sense where I got that number? Now for Orange Tunes, her cost is just that flat $10, and she's staying under her 40 downloads per month. So her total cost for that one would just be $10. So should she switch plans? Yes, if you like saving money. If you like spending money, stick with Ace Music. So she should switch to Orange Tunes. How much would she save? Exactly. That's like 2 coffees. That's worth it. Maybe 3 coffees.
What if we don't like coffee though?
Well, I was just putting it in the perspective of something I like. You can do that for yourself. What's something
lemonade.
you like, Alejandro?
Lemonade.
Okay, that's like 3 lemonades you could buy with that money you
A lot of
save.
lemonades.
Wouldn't that be so worth it?
I think it would be worth it.
Okay, couple more problems. I love these problems because technically you have all the tools to solve these problems. You know the relationship between parallel and perpendicular lines and their slopes, and you know how to write equations. It's just taking those two concepts and like connecting them into one problem, okay? So, just as a little review, what do we know about the slopes of two lines that are parallel? They're the same. Good. Parallel lines have the same slope. All right. What about perpendicular lines? There's two things that relate their slopes. Somebody shout out one thing that's reciprocals and opposites. Yep. Opposite. Reciprocal. We know that. We talked about that when we did slopes. And you guys got lots of practice calculating slopes in the 3-3 homework science, right? Okay, and we know how to write equations of lines. That's what we practiced yesterday. So let's try this one here. It says, write an equation in slope-intercept form for a line that's parallel to the line y equals -3/4 x plus 3. That passes through the point 2, 1. Okay, so I just kind of go through that checklist like, am I given my slope? In this case, you kind of are. I like to call this you're given the slope in disguise. This piece of information here, that our line is parallel to this line, means that our line is going to have the same slope as this line. Now, since this equation is in slope-intercept form, what's the slope of this line? -3/4, right? If it weren't in slope-intercept form, I could rewrite it in slope-intercept form, okay? The slope of this line is -3/4. So the slope of my line, since it's parallel to this line, is also going to be -3/4. I don't care what the y-intercept or anything else about this line. All I'm taking from that is what my slope is. Okay, they're really giving you your slope. You just have to do a little thinking. Then they give me the line that this passes through, or the point that this passes through, my line does. Is that point my y-intercept? No. Otherwise, I'd have an x-coordinate of 0. So unfortunately, we're going to have to do a point slope form, which is fine. It just takes a little bit longer. Y minus y1 equals m. X minus x1. Again, I encourage you to like write it out so it helps you memorize it. You don't have to. But what we do have to do is go ahead and plug in my information. So y1, the y-coordinate of the point given to me is 1, equals, my slope is -3/4. X minus x1, the x-coordinate of the point is 2. Okay. Now the directions say to write the equation in slope-intercept form. Right now this is in point-slope form, right? Okay, so to put it in slope-intercept form, all we have to do is solve for y. So we just have to do a little distributing here. That would be -3/4 x. Ooh, fraction, here we go. Negative times negative is positive. 3 times 2 is 6 over 4 would be 3/2. Okay, we can simplify before we multiply. Then add 1. Think of that as 2 over 2. So then you end up getting 3/2 plus 2 over 2, 5/2. And there's the equation of my line. So what did our line end up having a y-intercept of? Now that it's in slope-intercept form, you can tell what the y-intercept is. 5 over 2, 5/2, right? Okay, so again, this number right here means nothing. All you're taking from that information is the slope. If it's written like this, the slope is not 2. You'd have to rewrite this in slope-intercept form. And then you can figure out what the slope is. Okay. All right. One last problem. Similar, just a little bit different. And now our line is perpendicular to this given line. And this time our given line is y equals 1/5 x plus 2. And it passes through the point negative 3, 4. Okay, so again, what I'm taking from this, perpendicular to this line, that's giving me my slope in disguise. What's the slope of this line since it's written in slope-intercept form? 1/5. If our line is perpendicular, it's going to be the opposite. So it's going to be negative, reciprocal, 5/1, -5. All right, then I'm given a random point. Is that point my y-intercept? No. Dang it. Point slope form again. No problem. In this case, y1 is 4. Our slope is -5. Oops. X minus x sub 1. X minus -3. You can just go ahead and change that to a plus 3. Right? X minus -3, same as x plus 3. Make it easier on yourself. They do want me to write this in slope-intercept form, so again, I'm going to have to distribute here. I get -5x minus 15, and then solve for y. Add over the 4. And now we can see our slopes are opposite reciprocals with the given line. Our y-intercept ended up being -11. Okay, friends. Any questions? Hi. Okay, that's all we have in the notes.
Hey.
The rest of the time-